smoking affects second-hand or other people.
As the number of tobacco users is on the rise, Uganda National Health Consumers Organization, whose role is to fight the use of tobacco, while at their office in Uganda, have come out to talk about the dangers related with tobacco use. Use of tobacco can cause so many diseases, including lung cancer, difficulties in breathing that can lead to death.
We know for a fact tobacco must be blamed for all the harm it creates as it exposes many a citizen to non-communicable diseases. So when the lungs are not carrying out their role, that means the heart will be affected, and that also means there'll be a problem with the entire metabolism, the digestive system, and also coordination. So because the tobacco particulates, when they go into the lungs, they congest the lungs.
Tali Peter Moses, a legal officer at the Uganda National Health Consumers Organization, said that their role is to promote compliance for the Tobacco Control Act, work with the government to enforce the act.
We promote compliance for the Tobacco Control Act, and in so doing we build capacity for law enforcers to look to it that every piece and bit of the Tobacco Control Act is enforced. We work together with government to look to it that we reduce into simple messages for citizens to appreciate the intent for which the Tobacco Control Act was created.
He says that the use of cigarettes doesn't only affect people but also animals and plants, and the country needs to fight it.
These at the world scale are on the increment, but the global actors led by the World Health Organization are calling on governments, because governments have a duty to ensure that citizens live in environments that are free from tobacco smoke and tobacco diseases. And tobacco, of course, affects every segment of life. It affects plant life, it affects human life, and also affects animal life.
He urged the government to take part in the control of tobacco use, because it's government's role to ensure that citizens are healthy, because when the number of sick people increase, they are taken to government hospitals and all goes back to the government.
All these citizens who become sick are taken to government hospitals, because most of the non-communicable diseases, say, that are treated at the Lung Institute, the Heart Institute, the Cancer Institute, that is a preserve of government.
He added that government should increase taxes on tobacco, because this will help generate revenue as well as reducing on tobacco users.
So government needs to strategically employ mechanisms such as, for instance, increase prices on tobacco products. And that is why every year government introduces excise duty bills or excise tax bills. This is intended to help citizens do away with sin products, and tobacco is one of the largest sin product. It has no advantage. That will translate to a health gain, because all those that have been accessing it because it is cheap will now start struggling with the most expensive.